Liverpool, last time out at Highbury, looked ready to challenge the champions. Sheringham, that's played under pressure. And Johnson is very quick. Fowler's shot, it looked up over Schmeichel and over the bar.
That's a good
Just having a word with Michael Owen about letting the game go then, because Owen was complaining that he should have had a free kick.
Well, he was going to give it, but as a ball ran to Fowler, David Ayler says, on you go, carry on. It's a good block. Both Pallister and Baird get across and block the shot, and Schmeichel just for a moment must have thought, oh no.
We've seen those drop in before, but it didn't happen for Liverpool here. They have got a corner though. Entrusted to Stig Inge Bjørneby. And Michael happy with the way that arrived. And Roy Evans, 3 full seasons in charge. Liverpool have finished 4th, 3rd and 4th. Excellent for many clubs. But he was brought up here to expect even more than that. He had to work for it initially because Carragher lost out. Cole didn't quite link up with Sheringham. Flag is up.
Almost.
Owen hasn't heard the whistle.
Almost. It's the right type of ball. If they hold up that high, the run's a good one. In fact, tell you what, that's not off. That's in line, if anything. Gary Pallister steps out, and Henningberg, he actually follows the ball. There's a little bit of psychology going in as well. Michael Owen didn't hear the whistle. I'm sure Schmeichel did, but Schmeichel saying, listen, if you come through again, this is what you're going to meet. And he won that battle.
Sheringham, Giggs, and James blocks. Sheringham!
Once again, the aerial threat of Teddy Sheringham causes all the problems. It's just a straight, long ball from Schmeichel. But yet again, who wins it? It's Teddy Sheringham. And they provide runners off him. Liverpool get a little bit lucky there. First, the fact that Giggs doesn't quite get into that. And that's only fractionally wide. Real let-off. It's building up nicely now, this game. Building up nicely.
But disarming Fowler. Now though, presenting possession to Øyvind Leonardsen. Redknapp. The idea was to bring in McAteer, and he, against the odds, got the ball back and got the free kick.
Well, that's a reckless tackle from Nicky Butt. I think the fact that he's been booked will mean that nothing will happen here. But I've certainly seen yellow cards shown for tackles that come in a little late, and this one does.
I suppose the only thing in his defence that it was a front-on miscalculation, but clutching at straws somewhat. Fowler, who you might remember here, completely deceiving Peter Schmeichel with a free kick from a similar position at the other end of the ground.
Yeah, this one's never struck as well, Martin. It's a far more difficult free kick than the one he scored with at the other end.
Becker, Cole. Running into the crowd, really. A crowd of defenders. McManaman. Leonardsen's free on the right-hand side. Here he is. Cross Schmeichel, not the worst place to put it, but no one quite could catch up for Liverpool.
No, it was neither a shot nor a cross, man. I think it's in between. Neither tests the goalkeeper nor gives the front men a chance. It's a lovely break. It's the first time McManaman's got clear to run. And it's a decent ball, but at the pace it was hit across goal, it didn't give Owen or McManaman, who'd carried on, a chance to get in it. If it's a shot, he needs to hit the target. If it's fed across goal, a little bit more subtlety was needed.
Giggs. Cole couldn't quite get there, and that'll be a corner.
Almost an own goal. Cole going across the front, Dominic Matteo. He misses it by, it can only be fractions. And then Matteo's just instinctive, going for the header, knew nothing whatsoever about it. This could only be about a foot wide.
is it time for Gary Pallister's party piece? Certainly goes towards him, but Liverpool crowding him out. Back from Giggs, out comes David James and doesn't deal with it decisively the first time.
Well, Giggs did the right thing, Martin. He got it down, he took one touch and he tossed it back in. David James, well, this time last year, one like that, Andy Cole nodded it in. This time he was quick to react.
McManaman, Leonardson, there's no one right of him, although Fowler now heading in that direction. Back with Redknapp. To the feet of McManaman, Fowler, back from McManaman again, they've opened Manchester United up here.
Looked uncomfortable to me, Steve McManaman, Mark, when it dropped on his left foot. Never looked convincing. Great ball from Fowler if he meant this. But when he's in here and he takes it in his chest, and it didn't look convinced he was going to score. He's elected to just knock it across goal. I think on the other side, on his right foot, he'd have been hitting the cover off it.
It's another Liverpool corner. Hoisted up by Redknapp. First to Sheringham's header is Jason McAteer. Owen! Well, Phil Neville challenged in the nick of time.
Great play from Neville. Touch was a good one. The ball fizzed in from McAteer was a beauty. At pace, they said, go and control it and you're in. And he would have been, had not Neville just spotted that danger.
Good spell for Liverpool. Björneby, that should be Schmeichel's. Alex Ferguson, I was about to say earlier, when David James kicked the ball straight to Ryan Giggs, he's masterminded for Manchester United, but created problems for his peers at rival clubs, managers who are perceived as failures for not toppling what is clearly the most talented squad of players in the country. Roy Evans still trying to rise to that particular challenge and get Liverpool rising up the table. A win today would mean so much in the red section of Merseyside. As I say, no draw for Liverpool so far at home in the Premiership this season. Roy Evans sees his team go in here 0-0 at half-time. Here's Sheringham, who was very, very involved in the first half. Evans reaching the landmark of 200 games in charge of Liverpool today, and that'd be a great way to celebrate it with a victory. Varma, and has he let Cole get away from him? He has. Chance for Andy Cole. He goes on and he scores for Manchester United, and Kavama is the culprit.
Well, there was never a doubt when he opened them up he was going to finish this. Such is his confidence. It is a mistake. A little bit of scrappy football that preceded this. He just gets caught up at an awkward height and he doesn't deal with it. I wondered, was he going to look for Sheringham? Didn't enter his head. The confidence is flowing through Andy Cole now. That once he's through, he's looking just to get it onto his right. The rest was a formality for him.
Andy Cole is 14th of the season. Just when you felt that Liverpool, attacking their favoured end of the ground, were beginning to take some of the swagger out of the steps of Manchester United, they find themselves a goal down, an individual mistake punished, as it so often is at this very high level of the game, by the team at the highest level of them all. Leonardson, McAteer, blocked by an arm from Philip Neville. That'll be a free kick.
Yeah, he was close, but as I've always said, if you put your arms above shoulder level, think like that, I think you have to give a free kick there.
So the chance still alive for Liverpool to hit back straight away. Redknapp to take the free kick. Matteo going towards the near post. Here's McAteer. Blocked by Butt. Who else?
That's a waste. That's a waste of a free kick. It's a waste of a situation in a dangerous area.
With the Manchester United fans still singing joyously as a result of Andy Cole's 11th goal in 8 games. And here's Sheringham, and Giggs has got plenty to aim at. And Liverpool, by the skin of their teeth, survived, brought out by Matteo, and while James was stranded, the goal seemed to be gaping.
It's a chance, isn't it? Just sneaks in behind Teddy Sheringham. We think he spots Giggs really well. But what an important block that might turn out to be.
But to be fair, David James had plenty of help from his friends then. There were a couple on the line as well. It wasn't quite so straightforward as it initially seemed for Giggs. McManaman. Fowler can turn and spot Björneby. McManaman. And Fowler got it back to him under some pressure. Here's Owen! And David Ellery had a long think and points to the penalty spot, and Manchester United are furious with that decision.
Well, he had a long look at this, David Ellery, as the tackles come in. I think it's a tough one to call, even when you see it again. Do they make contact with the ball? Does Butt take the player? He certainly goes over. You see the referee's position. He's got a good look at it. And it's a tough one to call either way. We would have an argument about it.
But it's a lifeline for Liverpool. The responsibility rests with Robbie Fowler. This to put Liverpool level. He's done it!
Very coolly done. Just a little check to send the goalkeeper and then just knock it in the other corner. Pressure cooker situation. Cool head needed. Back in it.
The incident will be the talking point. The penalty itself struck with such aplomb by Liverpool's leading scorer. McManaman. Liverpool fans love to see him in this type of situation. He's getting help from Björneby on the outside. He's got plenty, keeping pace through the middle, including Michael Owen. Quick feet from him, and then losing his footing. But not the ball, it's Leonardson, ricochets all over the place, the last one off Berg, corner.
A lovely break again, and again McManaman led the way. It's a great header from, I think, Björneby, right on the edge of his own box to set him off. And had Michael Owen just gotten control of it earlier, just needed to slide Leonardson in.
Short corner from Liverpool. Another corner for Liverpool. Beckham and Johnson alive to snuff out the chance of a short corner this time. Björneby pops it in. And it drops here for Leonardson.
Yeah, had to be hit. I think it drops like that. 20 yards, 18 yards out. We've got to hit it. Does give us an opportunity to look at that decision that a lot of Manchester United fans will disagree with. Butt goes in and, well, he will say he got the ball. He certainly got both. And he doesn't agree. I think it's one that could have gone either way, Mark. I have to be honest there.
Well, Schmeichel couldn't go either way in the end. He had to choose one way, and he went the wrong way. That's a great try by Beckham. And that needed stopping on the stretch by David James, and stop it he did. Good stop here, David Beckham.
Beautifully struck, look at that. Absolutely perfect. And that was going. That was just arcing its way. Might well have found the bottom corner. Well, I have to give full marks to Liverpool, Martin. Going one down as early as they did in the second half. They've responded. Picked themselves up after a couple of shaky minutes after the goal. They've really been positive, really gone at United, really asked one or two questions. The game is really stretched for the first time.
Cole Free kick.
And that spells danger. When you've got Giggs, when you've got Beckham, when you've got Sheringham, to name three, 20 yards from goal, you've got a threat.
The entire Liverpool team drop back into their own penalty area.
Well, I think the fact that there's only Cole in the box at the moment suggests they're going to hit this. Sheringham just drifts in now.
Beckham, goal! The free kick struck to perfection. Manchester United hold the upper hand again.
It is beautifully struck, Martin. Absolutely beautiful. I think David James, leaves him too much in a gap there. His concern is obviously the one over the wall to the goalkeeper's left. Beckham says, no, I'm not going that side. I'm going to go to the side that maybe you should be guarding more. Underside of the bar, you just can't save that.
And when it's suddenly looking difficult for a team that have been carrying all before them, out comes the quality again. Roy Evans looks heavenwards in disbelief and sadness at the situation, but the brilliance of Beckham, and it's Liverpool 1, Manchester United 2. Giggs covered so much ground so quickly. Cole, past Carragher, well, he made space for the shot in a way that had the young defender who started the game in midfield and is trying to bed into a change of role here.
I thought if he'd have gone inside, you know, he opened them up. He looked to me as if he's going to shape to his right foot here. He kind of, well, he gets a little bit lucky to open his space up. That's going to be the threat now for Liverpool, is that pushing so many men forward that they might get caught in the break.
Which makes it a very enticing prospect for the neutrals, if it hasn't been already. Sheringham got to it, Cole puts it in, 3-1, Andy Cole again. And we're worried about Liverpool defending set pieces, and Manchester United have profited from that lack of height in the Liverpool ranks.
It's just a little touch from Teddy Sheringham. He loves that little area at the near post to exploit and explore. Doesn't get the goal himself, but enough of a touch on it that anyone poaching in and around the front of David James gets that type of goal. Little touch from Sheringham, little touch from Cole. I think that's game over. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's game over.
Just as it was here at Anfield in April, Liverpool 1, Manchester United 3. Berger getting the better of Pallister. Riedler, who wriggled into a shooting position there, is also very adept at winning penalties in those situations, and it's half going through our minds here.
Unlucky here. He can do no more than that, and I think catch as if you can. Well, I'm not so sure that any can, but they will keep living and hoping that this sort of form can't last all season.
Well, it is a victory of massive significance for Manchester United, a big blow for Liverpool, who came home so happy from Highbury, ready, they hope, for this day of reckoning.